Now, there's long been a divide, hasn't there, between the worlds of conventional medicine and complementary medicine. But individuals are increasingly adopting an integrated approach to their health and well-being through herbal medicine. Using medicinal-grade herbs, the herbal tea and well-being supplements producer Pukka Herbs is pioneering a movement where plants can play a central role in health and well-being. Paul Brennan sent us this report.
Today's busy lifestyle leaves little time to consider our mental and physical well-being. While there are cracks in our current medical paradigm, putting our health system under more pressure is a more integrative model part of the solution. Away from the hustle and bustle of the city centre, herb gardens like this one in Bristol offer a true oasis of calm. And what's more, the plants which it contains have been offering health benefits for thousands of years. Founded in Bristol in 2001, Pukka Herbs offers organic teas and herbal supplements to a worldwide customer base. Its business has grown by 30% year on year as more of us explore natural remedies.
Well, it's especially good at supporting what the body does anyway. So in helping the body assimilate food, to help digestion, to help our nervous system, to help our hormones regulate. So it helps the body do what it's trying to do anyway.
Ewan McLennan is Pukka's herbal director, leading the research and education team, but he also works as a medical herbalist within an NHS general practice in London.
Common thyme has been used in herbal medicines for centuries. It's used for respiratory medicine, and it contains a very small compound called a volatile oil or a monoterpene, which is excreted through lung tissue and acts as a local antibacterial agent. So you can use it for lower respiratory tract infections and things, especially in children. It works very, very well, and also helps as a bit of an expectorant to bring the mucky stuff out of the lungs as well.
More and more medical practitioners are recognising the benefits of herbal supplements and, in many cases, the two health systems overlap.
Among certain circles, there's a real sense that the integration of conventional medicine with a lot of the more natural therapies is really not just possible, but really beneficial for everybody. I think the sad fact is that a lot of people don't know enough about it, so are very nervous about prescribing things that they haven't been educated about. So I think there's not a general acceptance, but there are growing movements, sadly more abroad than in the UK at the moment. In America and in a lot of Western Europe, this is much more well established.
Herbal medicines were in history used as the easy and affordable alternative to seeing a doctor. We're looking at it now more as a collaborative form of medicine, but still these medicines are for simple, easy conditions which are just about self-help and looking after yourself and your family. They're medicines that can still be grown. They're medicines that can be bought quite cheaply and affordably from reputable suppliers, and for that reason I think they play an important part in trying to alleviate a lot of what's the weight on the NHS at the moment.
Quality assurance is paramount to Pukka as it only uses medicinal-grade herbs in its teas and supplements.
Of course, in plants there are hundreds of compounds, and so you want to make sure that you've got the right amount and a consistent amount when you share a product. So there's something called the European Pharmacopoeia, and in the Pharmacopoeia it lists all the standards for all drugs actually, and there are monographs on 100 or so herbs, and they set a standard for pesticides, heavy metals, microbiology, but also for the active marker compounds in a plant. And so at Pukka we make sure we meet those standards for our herbs.
While turning to nature to care for people, Pukka, in turn, cares for the environment, donating 1% of its annual turnover to environmental projects.
I think it's crucial that business acts as a force for good and a force for change, and that means we need to be sustainable in our activities, and that means we need to be conscious about our impact on the planet and the people we work with. And so at Pukka we make sure that everything we do is organic, that we have relationships that pay a fair premium, and that look after the whole ecosystem.
As 2% of its annual turnover funds research and education with leading universities, Pukka continues to ensure a collaborative and holistic approach to well-being and healthcare.